dibs.
That's right, Kmart.
Charlie Floyd said the strangers set the building on fire.
There you go.
Especially if it's a black church.
Wow.
Okay, Charlie just in here making up shit.
Wow.
He making up shit.
Hey, Charlie thinking like me.
He's on that Dejan
That's
trip.
what I'm saying. He like me. He like, hey, they the ones who did it.
Right? The
Now they want you to.
They set the black church on fire. I ain't saving it. Who said it was a church, nigga?
I know.
He did go there.
Right? That's what I'm saying. He's just making up
He
stuff.
did go there. It's all right.
Oh, my man Sean, Big O from the In the Black podcast says, I pull a Jon Snow and save everyone, but by putting the fire out with my own gullible body.
Aww.
And he got a Facebook timeout for this because this is not in keeping with the question and theme of the game of the games. Not he just went off on his own, so he got a timeout.
Aww.
Yeah, he got a Facebook timeout for this. So shout out to my man Big O
I thought that
from
was a
In the
good
Black
answer,
podcast.
though.
No.
Mm.
Your
You only had two options.
Your ignoring of the rules will not be tolerated. Uncle Pastor Powers said 4 is greater than 1. Easy calculus, especially since I'm an only child. What about your stepbrother, bro? You got a stepbrother? What about him?
He said, fuck him. He didn't shoot a step and step over him to get to the 4 people I got to save.
My big sister, Brenda Sue, said, you better save me. That's right. I got you, big sis. No worries.
Don't you have multiple siblings, though?
I do have multiple siblings, but she's the one that said, you better save me. And I said, I'm going to save her because apparently she's in the fire.
Right. Okay.
So, the other ones, they not on the feed, so we cross that bridge when we get to it.
All right, I feel you.
All right, so in the studio, Mr. Pip.
I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters, and even the one that I like the least, I would save.
Okay.
I would save for a stranger.
There you go. Dijon, who you got? Because you was like mama number 2 to your little siblings, your little sisters.
Right. We ain't even speak. I'm not speaking to my siblings right now, so
yeah.
They might look at me out the window and roll their eyes and say, "Fuck it, let me burn."
Okay,
so
but the question wasn't who would they say. First, it's like who would you save?
I guess I'll save them.
You guess you'll save them?
You save them.
I'll save them with attitude.
I ain't happy about it.
Right.
You don't have
I'm
to.
gonna save them with attitude.
If they roll their eyes, let them roll their eyes. Go get the 4 strangers. It's like, look what I did.
Oh, if they roll their eyes, I'm going to get the 4 strangers. Disclaimer. You better be grateful.
Okay.
Have me come up there and save you and be like, but you left my... bitch. Go back to the fire.
Do over.
Right, yeah,
Do
no,
over.
start.
Let her burn.
Go back. Get off my ladder.
Just set the bitch on fire on the street.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so it's on me now. This is an easy one for me. My sibling, I have a few siblings, and I have some step siblings, and they will come first. Any family, I got cousins and distance, because they all come before strangers. Because stranger could be Hitler or something. I don't know who they are or going to turn out to be or anything. I don't know anything about them. So yeah, family first, then my dog, then family, friends, my dog, then strangers. That's the pecking order.
Jack coming first.
I was going to say, my dog would come before my friends.
Yes, I'm saying Jack coming first.
No.
I'm sorry.
Not my best friends. Not my my best friends are like family.
You gotta get my dog.
My best friends are like family.
My dog was like family.
Yeah, but he's still a dog. So that's why he come before strangers, but he ain't coming before no
Jack,
people.
you better jump. Jump to mama, baby. Come on. Come to mama.
Okay, and Pip, what would we say the question for next week is?
Oh, you put me on the spot now.
You came up with it.
But now I can't remember. That was so long ago.
It was, I know what it is. We said, the question for next week is, if you could spend 24 hours with any person, who would it be?
Oh, alive or dead, right?
Living or dead?
Yeah, any person.
24 hours.
What would you do? Who would it be, and what are some things you would want to do with them? So that's it.
Oh,
that's the question for next week.
Okay.
That opens up a lot of possibilities.
It does. I like this question.
So so I'm expecting for some very interesting answers as usual from our listeners. All right, you guys, that's bringing the show to a close. Before we go, though, I would like to give a couple special shout out to
me too.
My man, Mr. Who you guys? Okay, go. Who's your shout out?
Oh, I just wanted to give a special shout out to my friend and his family. They're going through a tough time right now. He was murdered in LA, and it's just really hard. There's been a lot of murderings going on in the city, and I just want everybody, if you know somebody out there that's out on the street, just reach out to them, tell them life is important and life is short. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Wow, yes. And my condolences to his family and to you as well, Dee.
Thank you.
Losing your friend.
Yeah.
I have a shout out to Mr. E from the Food for Thought podcast. Shout out to him. He's been following us for a while. I just recently connected with him and started getting to know him. He reached out to me, asked for some tips about, podcasting and this and that. And through that, I learned that he's been following us for at least a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
I believe he came over from the No Nonsense show. He follows Be Honest as well and some others. But special shout out to that guy and his wife and their team, what they're doing over there at the Food for Thought podcast. You guys might want to check them out. And he was a real cool dude. And he hit me up, and I really appreciate, I just want to say sincerely, the words that he had for me. It is really and truly, people like him and some of our other hardcore people who reach out and express their feelings about us and what we do here. There are days that those thoughts and those things really do keep me going. When it's like, you just tired, don't feel like doing it, or you got to buy, another, drop a few more $100 on some equipment or whatever, and you want to be like, fuck this podcast and shit.
Right.
And it's like, you remember, the Tinas that are at work on Monday and who look forward to hearing us because it helps her day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I really appreciate those people that do share those sentiments with us.
Yeah.
And they are greatly, greatly appreciated. And they mean the world to me, and they are not taken lightly.
No, they're not.
They mean a lot. So,
and to our podcast friends that are out there too, your shows are similar.
Yeah,
I've had that feeling about other shows. I look forward
for
to
sure.
Hearing what
Definitely.
you guys got to say and what
y'all gonna talk about.
Yeah. So, and thank you for all those that do that for us.
That's right.
We'd love to hear from you.
We
Rest of you
do
as well. What's going on?
We do.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised by who jumps randomly into my DMs like, the show's great. I'm like, oh, thank you. We appreciate that. So everybody, make sure you guys are doing that for us.
Speaking
too.
of other shows that rock with us, shout out to BTG.
Yes,
he recently with the Nipsey Hussle situation, and then the John Cena, he released some very, very heartfelt, very moving podcasts. About those. A couple episodes back. So if you want to hear what an LA person was going through, or really, because he really speaks from the heart. That's one thing I love about BTG. He's funny, and he has like his own little sense of humor and his little, his way about him. But no, he speaks from the heart, and he doesn't have any, he doesn't feel any kind of way about putting his feelings out there, and I like that, and I respect that about him. And he's doing this thing. So shout out to my man BTG and all my other brothers over at the Rare Science Podcast Network, Be Honest, and his whole crew and his wife, kid, and everybody. Much love for all of them. Jason and Mindy, you guys, John from the Unbelievably Stupid podcast.
Love them.
And there's so many others. Lord Snooty, the Candy Ladies and Ashtrays Network, and his shows. They rock with us. Thank you guys for rolling with us. Check out any of these shows of these people that we named. You can find all of them on iTunes by Googling them, whatever. They're not hard to find. They're every place great podcast can be found. Check them out. You will not be disappointed. And
if you like our podcast and you haven't left us an iTunes review yet, do it today. Go ahead. You got the day off. It's Memorial Day.
Right.
Sit down. Just give us some stars and give us a quick review. We would love it. That goes a long way for us in helping us attract other listeners and helping us to sort of figure out what to do next with the show and how we're going to take it, and giving us a little bit of leverage as far as like selling the show.
Right. And you guys take a couple minutes out and send us some emails, like the lady at work who was having problems with her coworker and stuff like that. We like that kind of stuff. Or you could, if you don't have anything like that, if there's something about us that you've always wanted to know, wanted to ask, has never come up, or you just, maybe haven't heard the episode where it did come up, you don't know, but you just want to ask us something, feel free. Write in, ask us. We'll read it on the air. We'll answer you, I'm an open book for the most part.
Yeah.
I
Me
think we are
too.
pretty open.
Yeah,
We're here for it.
Yeah.
We're here for it. I'm definitely
That's
here
right.
for it.
And that's for all of you out there. That's for
Yeah.
you too, Matt Crabtree.
Yes,
Yeah, you too,
everybody.
Matt. Shout out to Matt.
Shout out to everybody. Big up yourself.
You too, Dan Gold.
All right, y'all. So that's it for this week. So for Deja Monique,
Just a girl in my world.
for Pip Lily,
Moving on up.
I'm Dino Red saying holla at your boy.
From all of our crew to listeners like you, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of The Shiznit. And don't forget to tell your friends about the show. Check out our website, theshiznitshow.com, or hit us up on Facebook under The Shiznit. Follow us on Twitter at The Shiznit Show. Write to us at theshiznitshow@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail and make it sexy at 424-261-4878. This has been The Shiznit.
You're listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network.